Hey everybody, welcome back to the Anderson Family Channel. It's Miss Angel Baby. I'm back on the stream. Today, we're going to be talking about Mr. Cryer wanting to adopt Mucker family and love by Erica's baby. Now, I know he talked about it a couple of weeks ago, but I never really got to give my thoughts or opinions on it. So, this is the video for that, or should I say the stream for that. But first of all, if you are new here, don't be new here, be true here. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you guys all subscribe. Join the family. Make sure y'all hit that bell. So anytime we drop a video or stream, no matter what it is, y'all gonna be notified, period. Okay, so let's just jump right into it. Mr. Cryer says he wants to adopt Mucker's baby. Now, he did a video asking Love by Erica, meaning Mr. Cryer did a video asking Love by Erica to adopt the baby. She was on board with it, you know. She was, yeah, she's happy about it, you know. So what I wanted to know is, I started thinking, because I'm like, hey, you can't just go and just think you're just gonna go adopt a baby. There's all kind of layers and all kind of things you got to go through. So I started thinking, is this another series? Or, is this for entertainment? Because that would be crazy. I mean, ever since that one video of adopting the baby, I really haven't heard anything else. But I really don't watch, prior like that. So I really don't know. I could be wrong. But so Mr. Cryer, when he said he was going to adopt the baby, what I wanted to hear was the next steps. What are the next steps? What does Mr. Cryer have to do to make sure that he can adopt Mucker's baby? Well, first of all, the first thing that I do know is that in order to adopt a child, especially if the father is still alive or, and he has rights, you really have to get those rights terminated before you can go adopt anyone's baby. Now, also, you have to have a good relationship with the mother. Um, so there's been a lot of things that's been going on between Love by Erica and Mr. Cryer. Um, Also, I'm not trying to record shame anybody, but Mr. Cryer does have a criminal record. Now, with his criminal record, with the charges that he has been charged with, now I looked up the law. You have to literally have had those charges off you 20 years before you can even be considered to adopt. Now, I was thinking, I was like, okay, well, Cryer and Erica are not married. So what is the law on that? You necessarily, in the state of Texas, you necessarily do not have to be married to adopt. But, I mean, there has to be other factors that are very, very, like you have to be up there, up on the up and up to adopt if you are not married. Um, so as far as trying to get Mucker's rights taken away, there's really nothing that he has done that I think a judge will sever his rights. If you can say, Mucker's not there for Love by Erica while she's pregnant, you know, he can always just say, it's because of everything that Love by Erica has done, she's so toxic that I choose not to be around her at this time. So that's probably what he could run with. Now, another thing, Mr. Cryer being out of control. Now, the video that he recently uploaded with the bullets and everything, um, I think that video was taken down. But I'm pretty sure Mucker screenshotted it, you know. So that right there in itself, that will never legally happen. Like, Crier could never legally, by law, adopt Love by Erica's baby. The only way that he would be an actual father to the child, by like legal standpoint or whatever, he would have to marry Love by Erica. Other than that, he would not be allowed to adopt a child. Not just that, um, they're also gonna look at, because I'm pretty sure, Mucker has it all. Probably has the video of Pryor putting Love by Erica out in the middle of the night. Now that right there is very, very telling. Um, it's just a lot of things that go into it, you know, that really just makes Crier not eligible at all. Period. So not just that, there's been some other things that has kind of, been on my mind. Now, Love by Erica, she was going through early labor. In fact, she said, her water broke allegedly. So, as we all know, when Love by Erica was leaving, or you would know anyway, you're supposed to be on bed rest. Now, Love by Erica's been driving back and forth. She's admitted herself, 4 hours away, and if she's by herself, you know what I'm saying? What happens if she goes into labor and there's nobody around? You know what I mean? It's just it just doesn't seem like right now things are being done in the best interest of the baby. That's all I'm gonna say. Now, here's another thing as well. And like I said, I, I'm saying, I don't believe in domestic violence or anything like that. And I don't believe in victim shaming anybody, but it is going to be brought up if these choking allegations do come to light. The biggest thing they're going to want to know is not only, why did Love by Erica go in that house, but why did she take her children back in that house? So that right there is another thing in itself. Now, I must say that from everything that I am watching, it seems that Creole Bay and Mucker, I see where they're going with this, and I think they know what they're doing right now. But like you said, either Mucker's rights would have to get taken away, or Mucker would have to consent to Crier adopting his baby. And I don't think that would happen in a million years, even if Mucker wasn't going to be involved. That would never happen. And the only way, like I said, Crier could go to court and try to prove that Mucker is an unfit parent. But like I said, I don't really think that's going to work. Um, Mucker doesn't really have criminal record. So, yeah. So, and as far as the child, let's just say if everything was good with Mr. Crier, he would at least have to be in a very stable, good relationship with the child for at least a year. Like parenting that child, you know what I'm saying? Getting to know that child, seeing if it's something that you really want to commit to. Because, once you sign those papers, it's done deal. And so I just hope that again, this is just not another one of Mr. Cryer's ploys to get views. So, you just sit there and just do a video. I'm a realist. So you say you're adopting. Okay, what are the next steps? Now it seems like he's done like freaking 8 videos since he's announced that he wants to adopt the baby. I mean, has he even done any research himself? Has he gone down to the courts? I mean, obviously, Mr. Cryer really didn't think that deep into it. And he probably didn't think that his followers would think that deep into it. I mean, it's very strict rules to adopt. And I've named at least maybe 3 or 4 solid reasons why, in my opinion, Cryer will not be able to adopt the child. Now, when it's all said and done, now this is really crazy, y'all, because Love by Erica keeps saying that, Damien is the father of the baby. He has been there. Well, especially with that one video that he just did when he had his bullets out and stuff. That video alone right there would probably get a judge to say that he can't even be around that child, period. That's probably what's going to happen. That's probably what's going to happen. Even though, Love by Erica says that Mucker, allegedly choked her. If she has that proof, then that's a different story. Um, do I think that Love by Erica actually has a recording of that incident? No, I don't. I really don't. I would never want to hear it or anything like that if it did exist. But do I really do deep down inside think that this exists, this recording? No, I don't. Because for one, I mean, come on, y'all. I didn't even really say nothing, but I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. So y'all know how Love by Erica said that she has the recording and her lawyer said not to um you know show it or let people listen to it because it's evidence. Mm, that doesn't sound right because everything else that she has, especially like her texting him about the choke or just anything that all this stuff that she was talking about boils down to it. So if they would tell her that she cannot let nobody hear the tape, then he would tell her that you can't speak about it. You wouldn't be able to speak about it, period. And you wouldn't have been able to show none of that stuff. So that's why I don't believe that she has a recording. And that's just the honest truth. So if she doesn't have this recording, then there's nothing that the judge can really do about it. Nothing. Because mind you, and I just that, even though Love by Erica says that Mucker's the one that told her to say that Mr. Cryer abused you, she still said that Mr. Cryer abused her. There's been video of him putting her out. There's also video of him, not getting along with her. Then there's this video of Mr. Cryer basically going bonkers a few weeks ago. It's just so much. So I would like to know what y'all thoughts and opinions are on this. Um, so those are just my thoughts. I really don't think that Mr. Cryer had ever plans on like legally adopting the baby. He knows deep down inside he cannot adopt the baby. So, um, yeah, I mean he knows that. So I just feel like, yeah, another entertainment boy. Just another entertainment. Just here we go again. Mr. Crier in another series. Another series. But anyways, y'all, like I said, I want to hear y'all thoughts and opinions. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you guys keep the thoughts and opinions respectful. And I'm going to go ahead and sign off of this pre-recorded live. Thank you guys for listening, and until next time, peace out.